What's up guys, Crane here from LogicLounge.com. Today I have your full recap on the iPhone 5S and iPhone 5C media event. To make this video nice, short, and to the point, I have my notes right here that I'll be reading off of to get us started with everything that was announced today at the media event. It was held in Cupertino, California at the Apple campus. So let's get started with what happened today. First off, they did announce a release date of iOS 7. It will be released on September 18th. For iPhone 4s and later, the iPad 2 and later, iPad mini, and iPod Touch 5th generation. So if you have one of those or newer, you will be able to get iOS 7 on September 18th when it becomes available for everybody to download. So good job on you. Next up, they talked about some of their applications in the App Store, mainly iWork. iWork plus iPhoto plus iMovie are now free when you get a new phone. You'll be prompted to download the free applications when you get your new phone here in the near future, if you do have one of the phones that are compatible with it. They have redesigned these applications for iOS 7, and they are pretty much the most popular applications inside of the App Store to date. So they're deciding to make them free for everybody to use. So you'll be able to get that, which includes iWork, which includes Keynote, Pages, and Numbers, as well as iPhoto and iMovie for absolutely free with your new iPhone. That's a pretty great deal right there. Now we move on into the big news that they have count them, two different versions of the new iPhone. They have the iPhone 5C. Yes, all those rumors were correct. There is an iPhone 5C, and they are all different colors. They come in green, white, blue, pink, and yellow. And these aren't just kind of baseline colors. No, these are more neon-y like colors when you look at them, and you'll be able to see pictures, and I'll even maybe put up some pictures right beside me of what these new phones look like. They also come that you can buy with silicone cases in different colors, and they have cutouts in these silicone cases so that you can see the color of the phone plus the color of the case. So you can mix and match different colors to, well, whatever your heart desires with the phone. So it's a pretty neat and intuitive idea that we will definitely take a look at. It also has a 4-inch screen. It's like an iPhone 5, A6 chip, higher capacity battery, 8-megapixel camera, FaceTime HD camera, has LTE, and it supports the broadest bands available. It's one of the most available phones that comes with the widest bands for LTE that can deliver up to 100 megabits per second if you do want to use the connection on your phone to its full power. It does come with 802.11 ABGN. No, it does not come with AC, and that includes the iPhone 5S as well. And it is on the dual band, so it does work on 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz bands. It also has Bluetooth 4.0 and will cost you $99 for the 16 gigabyte version and $199 for the 32 gigabyte version. Those, of course, are on those 2-year contracts. Cases are going to be $29 as well, and that wraps up the 5C. Now let's move on into what we've all been waiting for, which is the 5S. Yes, they have released the 5S, or they've told us that they're releasing the 5S in 3 main colors: a silver, a gold, and what they call space gray, which is basically a black iPhone. It runs on the new A7 chip, which is a 64-bit chip. Yes, they are moving up from 32-bit to 64-bit chip architectures and have built in all of the requirements, and the new iPhone 5S will work with 32-bit applications, but they're now moving over to a 64-bit architecture. They've also announced Infinity Blade 3. Infinity Blade 3 is the last game in the trilogy of the Infinity Blade series that has been released alongside the iPhone. We saw some demos of it, and it was pretty fantastic. It also comes with a brand new M7 Motion Co-processor, which is basically advanced versions of a compass, a gyro, and an accelerometer to help you with working out with kind of all of those types of things. They've reinvented it to be more sensitive so that you can get better results if you are working out, biking, driving. It can sense that as well. So it's very interesting to see what they had for that. And a lot of you may be wondering, what is battery life like? Well, you get an average of 10 hours of continuous use of battery life, 40 hours of music listening, and 250 hours of standby battery power. Not bad for the iPhone at all. It does come with an all-new camera, which is at an f2.2 aperture, but it is still an 8 megapixel camera. They've just made the sensor larger. They included some of these new features, which includes tone mapping, the ability to take burst of photos, and then it tries to find the best one for you. It has a dual color LED flash. Now you might be saying, dual color LED flash, what does that mean? Well, basically there is a cool light and a warm light on the LED flash, and then it will try to pick via white balance the best combination of it to use so the picture looks more natural and genuine. So that is how that works. It also has, like I said, 10 frames per second burst with 120 frames per second slow motion recording time. You can do that in 720p, so if you want to take those nice slow motion shots. 120 frames per second at 720p isn't bad at all. Now it comes with an interesting new feature that we've kind of been hinted towards, but nothing too major has come out, and that is a fingerprint sensor on the home button. Yes, the home button is now a fingerprint sensor, but it doesn't look like a fingerprint sensor, but it still is. And basically what this allows you to do is log into your iPhone Plus. You can even use it to log into iTunes. So instead of putting in your password every time you want to download an application for iTunes, you just hold your finger on the home button and it will scan your fingerprint, and if it is the correct fingerprint, it will allow you to log into iTunes without entering in a single digit. That is something very cool, and I am hoping to try out. It can work 360 degrees, meaning the iPhone can be upside down, it can be on its side. Anywhere you use it, it will pick up your fingerprint. You can use multi-fingerprints as well, so you can put your, your pointer, or you could do your child's, whatever have you, so that they can log in to your iPhone as well. It's a very nice feature, and I'm glad to be able to use it when it does come out, because I will be getting the iPhone 5S. We'll have a full unboxing, first impressions, review, stuff like that coming up in the near future when it is released. And speaking when it is released, let's talk about the prices. Sort of. You know what I get, right? Okay, $199 for 16 gigabytes, $299 for the 32 gigabyte, and $399 for the 64 gigabyte phone. They are also making cases for the phone as well that start at $39, so you can get a case from Apple with your new iPhone. Some things to mention: the iPhone 5 is being discontinued, so you cannot buy it anymore, but the 4S is going to be available for free in an 8 gigabyte model. So if you're looking to get a new iPhone, the iPhone 5 is being discontinued, but you can still get the 4S, which is kind of weird, but still available. Anyways, let's talk about release dates, because everybody wants to know the release date. The iPhone 5C is going to be available for pre-order on September 13th. That is this Friday. If you're watching this video on the day it was released, it's this Friday. You'll be able to pre-order your iPhone 5C, and it will be released on September 20th. They are not doing pre-orders for the 5S, but it will be released on September 20th as well. So pre-orders are only for the 5C. The 5S is kind of a first come, first serve basis. There is no pre-order for it. Now, if you're in a different country than the United States, you might be wondering which countries will get the iPhone first. Well, here you go. These are the countries that are getting the initial release for the iPhone: the United States, Australia, Canada, China, France, Germany, Japan, Singapore, and the United Kingdom. All of you guys are the lucky ones to get the iPhone first when it does roll out. Now, it's amazing though, because China is being one of the first people to get the new iPhone, which is kind of unique in this situation, because they really don't get that. I am very excited for this new iPhone. I personally will be getting the 5S. We'll be doing an unboxing, first impressions, and a review once we get the phone. So be sure to be looking out for those videos. We'll try to find somebody who will get a 5C, and they'll be able to give you their first impressions, review, stuff like that in the near future as well. So this has been the quick wrap up of the iPhone event today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Be sure to also follow us us on our social media profiles, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all under the username of LogicLounge. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Craig Miller, and I'll see you guys in our next video.